sometimes when there's like a problem, I always try to find the reason for it and how you can solve it.
Okay.
It's like situational.
Okay. 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 One thing that I learned from my experience is that teaching other is one way to learn best. Okay. So, is there any opportunity for you to teach other people how to work with Thais? A simple one.
Other people.
Yeah.
Well, I always try to tell a story or always try to share my feelings with my fellow workers. There's also another Swiss intern as well.
I see.
And I talked to him a lot about the Thai culture and the boss and the problems they occur. And we agree sometimes and sometimes we don't agree. And we try to find like the same level or we try to find a solution together. And this is actually good for me. And sometimes I get feedback that I'm not kangjai at this moment, and I learn a lot from this. And I'm really happy that I get this feedback.
Okay.
Otherwise, I wouldn't learn.
Okay.
So,
Okay. So I think that quite a number of things. Okay. Is there anything else that you think could help you to shorten, 10 years instead of 20 years? Your cross-cultural skill.
I think also for me it's also traveling.
Okay.
Go to different parts of Thailand, for example, or different countries, and talk to the locals. That's why I want to learn Thai, because I cannot talk to the locals when I'm not in Bangkok. Outside of Bangkok, not a lot of people know English at all.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I really want to get better and at least say a little bit about me and asking questions.
So I think that's about it. It's a short version of coaching. My last question is, what did you learn from this exercise, from this short coaching exercise?
It's when you want to change something in your life, you really have to sit down and think about the present and what you do right now and what you can do in the future, and you have to set goals in the future, and you have to come out of your comfort zone a little bit.
Which is quite difficult, right?
Which is quite difficult. Otherwise, it would take like 20 years.
Yeah.
When you don't get out of your comfort zone, it takes 20 years. But you have to step aside and say, okay, I want to do something differently. I want to, we're more active. More active. Yes.
Okay. Did you have any insight from this discussion? Any new ideas from this conversation, or you already have that in mind before?
No, I mean, it was good because I never thought about talking to the people in my school.
Okay.
For example, or now I think when I write down, do this webinar, I will actually do this, but I have to write it down and say, okay, you do that today, okay?
Okay.
Yes.
Good. So I think you will learn a lot from this exercise. I hope you will get, instead of 10 years, maybe 5 years, if you try to, develop. Because most people have a tendency to do a lot of things and then focus on the weakness. But instead of focus on your strength and spend time with that intensively, like read this book every day, and you will surprise that how quick you learn. All right, Sylvia, thank you very much for your time. Okay, สวัสดีครับ